مساء الخير، ازيكم اعزائي الدارسين والدارسات؟ وحشتوني جدا. كل سنه وانتم طيبين، ونكمل مع بعض دروس ESL English as a Second Language، دروس اللغه الانجليزيه اللي بتقدمها هيئه جريس لغير ناطقي او متحدثي اللغه الانجليزيه كلغه اولى. احنا معانا على مدار الكام حلقه الجايين بنعمه ربنا يعني كم كده comprehension، موضوع لطيف صغير مش بياخد وقت، في نفس الوقت هنلاقي words جديدة، vocab جديدة، هنتعلم structures جديدة أو grammar جديد، هنتعلم إزاي نقدر نفهم الإنجليش، إزاي نقدر express ourselves أو نعبر عن نفسنا بالإنجليش. فخلونا نبدأ نشوف كلاس النهاردة. إحنا ما زلنا في season number 3 lecture 16، دي المحاضرة رقم 16 في الموسم الثالث من ESL classes. أوكي، وزي ما احنا متعودين دايما بنختار topic from our everyday life من حياتنا اليومية. ف just we use English as an everyday life language، لغة حياتنا اليومية. comprehension، وهنتكلم عن موضوع لطيف اللي هو if you are working in a busy city, in a crowded city، لو بتشتغل في مدينة زحمة يعني مكتظة بالسكان أو مدينة مشغولة، مدينة busy. أوكي، خلونا نشوف التوبيك ده ازاي ممكن ناخده النهاردة في comprehension لطيفة. the writer of the comprehension اختار نيويورك سيتي باعتبارها من المدن الكبيرة جدا في اليونايتد ستيتس. أوكي، أنا ممكن أكبر الخط شوية علشان تقدروا تشوفوا comprehension. Yes, working in New York City. As usual, I'm gonna read it twice and then explain it word by word. هقراها مرتين وبعد كده هشرحها كلمة بكلمة. Working in New York City. May lives with her parents in New York City. Her parents own a Vietnamese restaurant called Flavors of Saigon. May helps her parents on the weekend. She serves food to the customers and orders supplies for the restaurant. During the last week, during the week, she works as a teacher at an elementary school near her house. She usually grades papers in the evening. May works even 7 days a week. She does not, or she doesn't as an abbreviated form اللي هو بسميه contraction لما نحب نختصر does not. في الكتابة أفضل نكتبها does not، لكن في السلانج واحنا بنتكلم لا بنستخدم contraction doesn't أو isn't بدل is not. She doesn't own a car because parking is very expensive in New York City. When she wants to go someplace far, she takes a taxi cab. May is saving money so she can buy a house. She has already saved $18,000. طبعا I think in this comprehension or this passage was written like 20 years ago. Okay, working in New York City. May lives with her parents in New York City. Her parents own a Vietnamese restaurant called Flavors of Saigon. May helps her parents on the weekend. She serves food to the customers and orders supplies for the restaurant. During the week, she works as a teacher at an elementary school near her house. She usually grades papers in the evening. May works 7 days a week. She doesn't own a car because parking is expensive. When she wants to go someplace far, she takes a taxi cab. May is saving money so that she can buy a house. She's already saved $18,000. خلونا نقرأ دلوقتي word by word. Working in New York City. الشغل في مدينة نيويورك. New York is one of the most crowded and the busiest cities all over the world, مش بس in the United States. May lives with her parents. May is the name of our character, our main character, a woman or a girl named May. She lives with her parents. عايشة مع her parents, father and mother in New York City في مدينة نيويورك. Her parents own يعني have، بس own دي بتبقى أكتر لما بتكلم وأنا talking about properties. لما بتكلم على العقارات بكتب كلمة own أكتر من have. يعني ما بقولش مثلا I have an apartment, I have a car. ممكن أقولها لو أنا بس بتكلم in general، لكن لو بتكلم as an owner of a property يعني مالك لبروبرتي العقار، سواء apartment, company, house, car، أي مش بس properties اللي هي العقارات، أي حتى belongings، أي مقتنيات، أفضل أستخدم كلمة own بمعنى يمتلك. يبقى her parents own a Vietnamese restaurant, a restaurant which serves Vietnamese food. هو Vietnamese بس احنا اتفقنا قبل كده مرارا وتكرارا ان التي في الامريكان accent الامريكان انجلش لما بتيجي in a middle position يعني في مكان في النص غالبا بتبقى stop T. يعني في بعض يعني هي هنا فيتناميز هي جايه في middle position بس جايه تعتبر at the end of the syllable. يعني انا قلت وبعدين ناميز عندي 2 syllables. ناميز هم actually 3 syllables كمان. ناميز. ففي دي تعتبر التي هنا a final position in the first syllable يعني موضع نهائي في المقطع الاول. فلما بتيجي كده في middle position وبالذات لو هي جايه in a big word يعني في كلمه كبيره consisting of more than 2 syllables مكونه من مقطعين او اكتر. في الحاله دي لو التي جايه final position يعني في موضع نهائي في one of the syllables هتبقى stop T. يعني ايه stop T؟ يعني it's muted, it's not pronounced مش هنطقها. عشان كده لو قلت فيتناميز it's okay لكن هو حسب الاكسنت اللي بسمعها in most US dialects معظم لهجات الامريكان انجلش بتبقى فيتناميز. restaurant يعني a restaurant which offers Vietnamese food او food from Vietnam. اوكي. Cole ده اسم المطعم. Flavors of Saigon. Flavor يعني نكهة أو طعم. و Saigon is one of the most crowded أو the most overpopulated cities in Vietnam. دي مدينة من أكتر المدن اللي فيها سكان في فيتنام Saigon. وفي سلسلة سوبر ماركتس منتشرة في اليونايتد ستيتس وكذا ستيت. كاليفورنيا موجودة هنا وفي أكتر من ستيتس اسمها Saigon City actually. السوبر ماركت اسمه Saigon City. فهي دي it's a name of a city in Vietnam which is very crowded, one of the overpopulated cities. واحدة من أكتر المدن المزدحمة بالسكان أو المكتظة بالسكان في فيتنام. May helps her parents on the weekend. في الويكند يعني Saturday and Sunday she helps her parents in the restaurant. بتساعد البيرنتس في المطعم. تعمل إيه؟ She serves food, presents food to the customers. بتقدم الأكل يعني تشوف المنيو وتقدم الاوردرز بتاعت الناس. and order supplies يعني الحاجات المطلوبه للريستورانت. supplies اي مطعم ايه السبلايز هتبقى بتاعته؟ الخامات الماتيريال بتاعت الاكل، اليوتنسلز اللي هي المعالق، الشوك، السكاكين، الاطباق، whatever بقى الحاجات اللي بيستخدموها السبلايز بتاعتهم من للريستورانت. during the week بقى في الويك دايز اللي هي from Monday through Friday she works as a teacher at an elementary school near her house. بتشتغل مدرسة في مدرسة ابتدائي. elementary school مدرسة الابتدائي، middle school مدرسة الإعدادي، high school المدرسة الثانوي. then we have the college and the university. near her house مدرسة ابتدائي جنب بيتها. she usually grades papers in the evening. في شغلها بتشتغل as a teacher in the morning وحتى in the evening she works at home. she grades paper work بتاع الستودنتس بتصلح الدرجات أو أوراق الولاد. may work 7 days a week. يبقى ليه هي she works 7 days a week؟ احنا اتفقنا انه في الويك دايز اللي هي Monday through Friday she works as a teacher in the elementary school and even on the weekend she works in her parents' restaurant. So she's busy the 7 days 24/7 زي ما بيقولوا يعني. She doesn't own a car. رغم كل ده هي ما عندهاش car. ليه؟ because parking is very expensive. They are talking about New York City. الباركينج غالي جدا في نيويورك. When she wants to go someplace far لو عايزة تروح مكان بعيد she takes a taxi cab. ممكن أقول تاكسي وممكن أقول كاب حتى لو ركبتهم على بعض تاكسي كاب الاتنين مفهومين إنها تاكسي. May is saving money. بتحوش فلوس so she can buy a house عشان تقدر تشتري بيت. she's already saved. هي already أو بالفعل حوشت $18,000 18,000. تعالوا بقى نشوف إيه إحنا new words إلى حد ما. Vietnamese, Saigon, flavors, what else? Elementary school, supplies, parking, taxi and cab and taxi cab together. So we knew some words, some vocab and we learned some structures. ركبنا بعض structures على بعض وعرفنا. And دلوقتي هنشوف بقى how did we comprehend. ما هي كلمة comprehension is the noun of the verb comprehend بمعنى understand. How can we measure our comprehension of this passage؟ نقيس فهمنا ازاي؟ through questions. خلونا نشوف questions. Number 1 true or false. صح ولا غلط؟ May owns a Vietnamese restaurant. Of course it's false because it's her parents' restaurant. Her parents own the restaurant. She doesn't. She's a teacher. So this is false. Parking in New York City is expensive. Yes, it's directly mentioned in the passage. She doesn't own a car because parking is expensive. So this is true. On Wednesday, which is a weekday, يوم الأسبوع, may teach school. Yes, because during the weekdays, Monday through Friday, she's a teacher at an elementary school. On the weekend, she's working in her parents' restaurant. So this one is true. May works all week. Yes, correct. She works on weekdays, Monday through Friday, at her school as a teacher. And during the weekend, she works in her parents' restaurant. She's busy all the week. She works all the week, which is very good. Okay, so this is true. There is an elementary school near her parents' house. هو قال near her house, صح؟ أهي لو خدنا بالنا during the week or weekdays she works as a teacher at an elementary school near her house. يبقى جنب بيتها مش بيت أهلها. بس إحنا لو قرينا يعني more carefully وركزنا أكتر يعني more focusing ورجعنا فوق May lives with her parents. يبقى her house هو her parents' house. So لو elementary school is near her house, it's also near her parents' house because she lives with her parents. يبقى this is true. Okay, نشوف بقى yes or no. Share your opinion. Most of the questions اللي هتكون yes or no هتبقى حاجة شوية subjective ذاتية. يعني you have to add or provide your point of view or your own opinion. لازم تقول لنا رأيك أنت. May should buy a car instead of a house. It's something different from a person to person. To her, she doesn't want to buy a car because, as we said, as we read in the passage, parking is very expensive in New York. Maybe because the school where she works is very close to the house, she walks every day. If she want to go to any far place, she can take a taxi or the subway. المترو في نيويورك is a very common means of transportation. وسيلة مواصلات common يعني شائعة جدا. So it differs from a person to person. For some persons, buying a house is much more important than buying a car. For May, she doesn't already want to buy a car because parking is expensive and she want to walk. She likes to walk. So for her, this is true. For some people else, no. Buying a car is, for me, car is much more important than a house because the car is my house because especially if you spend the most of the time outside your house, so you need a car all the time. So it differs from a person to person. Number two, it's difficult to save money in the United States. I think in the past it was not difficult. It was easy to save money in the United States. It was very easy because the prices were very cheap and I think you could save money easily. But now I think the prices are going so highly. They are going up and up. Everything is going more expensive. Food, housing, second, whatever, but you're paying rent or a mortgage, everything. Even the gas for your car, everything is going up. Every price going up. So I think it's now difficult to save money in the United States. For the writing section, would you work 7 days a week to buy a house? This is something, of course, again, different from a person to person. Some people can work all the time just to save money and buy a house. For other people, for me, no. I want to enjoy my life. If I work 7 days a week, when can I enjoy my life? When can I have some refreshing time? I have to take rest. I have to go out to go someplace else other than work in order to enjoy my life so that I can get prepared for the following week. أستعد للأسبوع اللي بعد. So for me, no. I would not work 7 days a week. I would not work all the day. I have to enjoy my weekend. I have to enjoy my vacations and holidays. I have to enjoy myself because life is already so tough. الحياة صعبة. We have to enjoy. So it's for this part, it's different from a person to person. So I hope you enjoyed this episode, this class. It's a short class, but I think we learned new words, new structures, and we discussed some points together. Thank you for watching and following. See you next week. Bye-bye.